Pisces. I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your June 2024 career tarot readings. This is where we're going to take a look at your career, your job, your finances, where it is that you are trying to possibly climb the corporate ladder, possibly trying to change jobs, or if you are someone who is already retired, this could be about investing or taking more time for yourself and your family and work-life balance. So all of these type of topics come up during these career tarot readings. If you haven't already taken a look at those mid-year 2024 readings, I will leave a link below. I highlight let me say that again. I'm highlighting 4 elements, and each of the zodiac signs fit into one of those elements. So take a look at the link below. I go from January to June, taking a look at how far you have come, because by the time we get to June 20th of this month, we will have the summer solstice. So really good way for you to gauge where you're at. I also have those June monthlies up as well. And by the time we end this month, we will have Saturn retrograding in your sign, Pisces. So that's a really big thing for you. So let's look at your cards week by week. All right, we start off the first week with the Queen of Cups, as well as the Knight of Wands in reverse. Second week of June finds you with the King of Cups. So now you have the King and the Queen, as well as the Eight of Swords. Third week of the month finds you with the Seven of Swords, as well as the Four of Cups. And by time you end June, you have the Fool card, as well as the Tower. My goodness. So this is very indicative of that Saturn in your sign at the end of the month. I would expect no different than the Tower card or some big, like the Death card or something around that time. So we will not worry about it. We will take it in stride, right? Let's go ahead and ask Spirit to pull a card representing the energy that you are bringing into the month of June and coming out of May with. Look at that, the Sun card. So refreshing energy here with the Sun. Leo energy there, Pisces, for many of you all. May was a really good month for you all. You all were possibly climbing the corporate ladder. Many of you could have had a surprise bonus or information come to you, especially with all that Taurus energy back in May. For some of you all who didn't feel like everything was going the way you wanted, I do think that many of you all are looking back into May and saying, you know what, I started these important steps and now I'm continuing them here in June. And I do think by the time you get to Leo season here at the end of July and moving into August, this is going to very much show up in your work life. So I'm really glad to see that, Pisces, because I do think that you all have had with Saturn in your sign over the last couple of years, it's always a little tense when Saturn is transiting your sign. But I do think that Sun card is really nice to see that you all haven't had all, negativity around you. So that's really nice to see. So let's go ahead and pull a Angel Oracle message card. Spirit, if you can send Pisces a card for the month of June. And you have Queen of Earth. Always beautiful to see the Earth cards come up during a career reading. And it says, thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So this month, Pisces, could be one that you are having to deal with higher ups. This could be, management or a board or having to deliver information to clients. This Queen of Earth means that you are really thinking through all of your steps. You're being very strategic, but you're also being very caring with how you approach your information. information. And I do think this is going to be really positive for you as you move throughout the summer, because I do think Pisces, as Saturn moves more retrograde, you could have these conversations come up that you're having to learn a lesson on how to talk with your superiors, or how to communicate with your subordinates. Whatever those conversations are, it does feel like you're being more warm and thoughtful in the way that you do it. So that's really good to see. So let's go ahead and look at your cards for the month. So one thing I think is interesting is that you have lots of court cards the first few weeks of the month, which to me is symbolizing talking to those who have power, especially with this Queen and King of Cups. There could be some emotional support, but it could also be those who are at odds with each other, since one is in the upright, one is in reverse, and you needing to make a decision by the time you get to mid-month could be something that is wearing on you by mid-month, Pisces. So just keep that in mind, because by the time you get to this third week when we have the summer solstice, this is where be careful of people not seeming what they are. 8 of Swords and 7 of Swords. This is that conversation that's not going the best, right? Gemini energy can be too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions. This 8 of Swords needing to make a decision, but then 7 of Swords, someone stealing someone's ideas, and you contemplating whether or not you want to remain at this organization or stay in this career. Many of you all could be leaving a job after an announcement at the very end of the month, or possibly starting something on the side while you still have this job. I do think that Pisces, this is going to be an interesting summer for you all, because as Saturn, like I said, moves into retrograde position and it's fully retrograde, some of you all are going to have some lessons learned, but also information come up that you've already dealt with and you're kind of dealing with it again with Saturn retrograde. But let's focus on the beginning of the month. So the beginning of the month here. So beginning of the month, we have Venus and Jupiter already entered Gemini on May 23rd and 25th. And then we had Mercury conjunct Uranus and Taurus on the 31st. At the end of the month, coming into the 1st of June, we have this Mercury now into Gemini on the 3rd. Information could find you needing to try and get some stuff done. You really have this energy of wanting to like go for it and, get a report done or be able to meet with a certain client. You do have some support and some emotional support, but I feel like that Queen of Cups is like, you're going to have to slow down. You're going to have to take some time to get to know the client, or make sure you're doing all your due diligence. I feel like you're rearing to go, but someone in authority could be, okay, you're not ready for that, or you're moving too quickly and you're not getting all of the importance out of this client. Something around here, it just feels like you need to slow down, okay? And I think that's important also, Pisces, as you move into the mid-month, because some type of important decision is needing to be made with this 8 of Swords and King of Cups, but it feels like you don't know what the next steps are. And it feels like you're talking to a board, or you're talking to a group of important people, maybe presenting to a client, and it just feels like you're not connecting the way that you would like to. And it feels like someone could be at odds, like people on a board could not agree with you, or they're not agreeing amongst themselves, and you're just feeling like you're at a standstill by the time you come to Mars entering Taurus on the 9th. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But by the time we get to that third week of the month, we will have Mercury and Venus entering into Cancer. Then we also have the Sun entering Cancer on the 20th for that summer solstice. At this time, be prepared for people not all seeing eye to eye, but also people stealing ideas from others and taking credit for them. That's what I feel here with the 7 of Swords. It feels like at this time you're like looking at like your colleagues, or you're like really trying to figure out like, okay, did they just say that? Like that was my idea, or something around those lines. Just be prepared that, people may be saying one thing to your face, but doing something behind your back. That kind of energy is here that third week around the summer solstice. Now, by the time you end the month, this is when we have that Capricorn full moon on the 21st. And then, like I already said, Saturn retrograde begins in your sign on the 29th. Be prepared for some type of information to come out at the end of the month, Pisces. This could be around your organization. Maybe they're deciding to merge with another company, and possibly there could be some changes there. Or this could be you announcing that you're leaving to start your own business. Remember, the Tower card shouldn't be looked at as negative or positive, more like an adjustment or some type of almost like jolt information comes to the surface. But you are also at this time starting something new or thinking about starting something new. So just make sure you think through it all, Pisces. Make sure you're not rushing into this Fool and Tower card. Make sure that you give yourself time to reflect. But I also think that this is a really great time for you to just adjust and figure out what you want to do, because I do feel like this Sun card is representing some happy news and information this month. But I also feel like this Queen of Earth is saying, you know, take your time, be thoughtful, and really appreciate those around you. And I do think if you can do that this month, Pisces, that Saturn in retrograde period, it may have a few bumps, but overall it's going to really help you bond with others and help you be a better person. So I think that's really important for you, Pisces. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that this June career reading was helpful for you as well. Drop me a comment below. Let me know, what are you looking forward to in this month? Let me know how you think that these readings are going for you. If they're helpful, if they're not, just let me know. All right, Pisces, I will talk to you later, and I hope you all have a great June.